Yeah, what's going on, guys? Do not, and I mean do not, make these tourist mistakes in Bangkok, Thailand. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that like button too. Stay to the end of the video. I'm telling you about 3 things that you have to be 100% aware of when in Bangkok. These are very key. So if you're in Thailand and you're in Bangkok, I mean, if you're in Thailand, you got to visit Bangkok, period. You know, Bangkok's a wonderful city. A little crazy city, but it's amazing nevertheless. So you definitely got to go visit it. So you going, if it's your first time in Bangkok, then you definitely have to think about these things and know these things prior going into Thailand. 1, do not fall for tuk-tuk scams. The tuk-tuk scams is a huge thing. Obviously, tuk-tuk is it's embedded in the Thailand culture, and it's a great way to get around the city, especially on a hot-ass day, a busy day. Again, too, there's lots of traffic in Bangkok, so always remember you're going to be in some form of traffic. So easy way to navigate is using tuk-tuk. But the problem with tuk-tuk, there's loads of tuk-tuk scams. And as soon as they see you, as soon as they hear you, so they go, hey, where are you from? Boom, they got you. Because they know you're a tourist. And for you guys that don't believe that there's a tourist price and a local price, it's an absolutely fact. It's in restaurants, bars, and goddamn tuk-tuks. So before you get into tuk-tuk, you flag down tuk-tuk. First thing you say, hey, can you take it to so-and-so? Then it's how much is it? Generally, before going, let's say you arrive to a hotel, ask people, the local people, how much you think it costs for you to so and so you know a price range, and know that price range and have that price range in mind. And when they quote you, say, nah, I'm gonna pay this, and that's it, right? Arrange a price before jumping in the tuk-tuk. Do not jump in the tuk-tuk, then go, yeah, take me there. Then when you get there, you arrange a price. No, they got you, because they will overcharge you. They might triple charge you for you know. So you definitely know. First thing I did when I arrived to Bangkok, I met my friend, and first thing she said to me was, your tuk-tuks, you gotta negotiate price before you even get in. Know the price. Tell them where you're going and know the price. Especially if you're your first time in Thailand, you're gonna find one of the tuk-tuk guys, and they're gonna be like, hey, have you been here, been there? Okay, I can take you around for the entire day. And generally they'll probably overcharge you as well. So it's best you ask around. And I mean, again too, if you meet a tuk-tuk guy and you have a good rapport with them, then yeah, you could use it. But that's another scam where they'll take you around for the entire day. They might take you to one place and leave your ass. So you gotta bear that in mind. 2, not dressing appropriate for the temples. As you know, Thailand's culture and history is amazing, and there's so many fantastic temples, especially in Bangkok. So you have to dress appropriate when you go to the temples, woman or man. Guys, you can't go in there with shorts on, so you gotta, remember that. And shoe and feet wear, you gotta take your shoes off. So women, you gotta cover up shoulders and knees. So remember that with the temples, there's a dress code. I think they provide, I remember the first time I went, yeah, they provide you with a thing to cover up. I think they do. And some were meant to provide. You got to pay a little extra, but they'll provide you. But I mean, do not wait on that. Just in case they don't, you go to these temples and they don't have anything, then you imagine going all the way there and you can't get in. So remember, you have to dress appropriate for the dress code. You always go to the website and find out what the dress code is. 3, taking unmetered taxis, and this is a big one. Matter of fact, I don't know why you guys are jumping in taxis still. It's 2024. Get Grab, Uber, or Bolt. You got the 3 apps right there, and these are great in Thailand, especially Bolt and Grab and Uber. Matter of fact, just stick with Bolt. Bolt's the best one in Thailand. It's the cheapest one, and it's very well run, and most importantly, you know an estimate. So if a car comes picks you up and gives you a price, they're not going to double or triple it. It's generally that price, so right? So you're not going to go through a whole this of getting in taxis and then the meter's not switched on. This happens all the time. This doesn't only happen in Thailand. This happens all over. This happens in Europe. It's happened to me many times in Europe, in North Africa, and in Europe, right? Where you jump in a taxi, you go, I'm going here. They go, all right, cool. And you look at the meter, this shit is not even on. Oh, it's on 0. That means they can charge you whatever, triple, double. They can charge you whatever when you get to a destination. So If you jump in it, if you do take a taxi, I don't know why you're doing that, but if you do take a taxi, make sure the meter is on, and if it's not, make sure they turn it on before they stop the car. Before the car starts or the taxi starts going. 4, do not miss out on street food. You be a dumbass if you missed out on Thailand street food. Thailand street food and Malaysian street food is some of the best street food in the whole of the world, the entire globe. 2 of the best street foods, and I would say Thailand's number 1. It can get very messy too and get very crazy because you might even be eating scorpion and pigeon, all kinds of crazy shit. But generally, if you're generally just going for regular food, street food in Thailand is some of the best. Again, too, if you're new to Thailand, definitely recommend you getting some diarrhea pills because you might get an upset stomach. Regardless of pharmacies, you can always go to pharmacy, but I always take my own pills. I have some strong ones. I pop one, my stomach, and my diarrhea is gone in like a day. So just in case, because if you're new to the country, it's a potent with the food, very spicy as well, so it could upset your stomach. So just bear that in mind. But still, if you got a strong stomach, you definitely gotta try the street food. Street food is amazing. Now, again, if you're new and you're like, man, I'm not too sure, man, about the street food, I need to ease in slowly. Then what you gotta do is go to street market. There's many street markets in Bangkok, amazing street markets. And the food there is really good, and it's a lot more, you know what I mean? It's a lot more controlled, prepared better, and I think that'd be a better bet for you to kind of ease into Thai street food. And you got all kinds of options in the street market. So definitely do a food market. Go check out one of the food markets and maybe ease in that way before you start getting into the street food. Traffic, not planning around traffic. I mean, Bangkok, boy, there's traffic everywhere. In the day, in the night, in the middle, 2 in the morning, 5 in the morning, there's traffic all the time, right? So you have to budget and time plan. So let's say you're going to the airport, you don't want to get caught in traffic because that airport ride might take an hour and a half, could take you about 3 hours. When I came into Bangkok last time, literally from the airport to my hotel, I put it in my phone, says an hour and a half. We hit traffic, took us 3 hours, right? So just bear that in mind. If you need dinner reservations, whatever it is, if it's a far distance, you could hit traffic and you could be a while. So this is why, taking the metro and stuff like that is probably a better option. But regardless, if it's a hot ass day, you want to just jump in a taxi, just bear that in mind and just have a little bit of space and time in to get to your destination because you probably will get into traffic. Again, but if you're in a rush, like in the daytime, I would say do the BTS system, the SkyTrain and the MKI. The SkyTrain and MKI is both really easy to navigate, get you anywhere in Bangkok, and a lot quicker. You're not getting into any traffic, right? So I would recommend doing that in the day. In the daytimes, I did that. In the night, then I did taxis. 6. Bargaining, and this one I really hate because I don't like bargaining, period. What's the price? All right, cool. So I don't really like bargaining, my girlfriend, she's a bargainer. She bargains every left, right, and center. But me, I don't bargain like that, man. So I generally just pay. But you'll be doing yourself a disservice if you don't bargain. Now you should bargain everything because, especially once they say hello, where are you from? I'm from London. Shit. They charge you double. The price is already spiked, so you have to bargain to bring it down to the actual real price. So again, like I said, there's 2 different prices, one for locals and one for foreigners, right? So you have to come and meet in the middle. Again, too, remember it's a lot cheaper than it is from where you come from, so it's always good to spend a little bit of money and just appreciate the locals. But again, don't let them scam you and overcharge you. So if they say something is, let's say 100, say 50, then meet in the middle. 7, ignoring the heat and humidity. It's hot as hell in Bangkok. I'm talking about you got hell and you got Bangkok. It's very close. I mean, it's hot as hell. So depending when you go, like I normally go, during April, May, or end of the year, during New Year's and Jan or December. December's a little cooler, or was it hotter? It was cool. Both of us hot as hell. I'm not gonna lie. I find it a lot hotter and in the April and in May, because it was hot, man. I'm talking about the daytime. I know it's hot, but at night it was really hot. I mean, the temperature kind of stayed the same. You know, normal places when it's hot in the daytime, at night it kind of cools down. No, it was hot as hell at night as well. Going out, you're still sweating, so you have to dress and just know that it's hot as hell. It can get up to 40 or past 40 degrees depending on the time of the year. So again, you got sensitive skin, make sure you have sunscreen. You take sunscreen with you. Stay hydrated at all times, especially in the daytime. Great thing is they have coconuts everywhere, so get some coconut water and get some electrolytes in you. But prepare for the heat. It's hot as hell and musty. 8, this is the last one. Do not disrespect the monks. You see them monks, man, you see them on TV, you think it's cool to go put your hand around them. One, they probably fuck you up. 2, you get arrested because it's a crime, because the monks are special people. So don't go around taking selfies and shit and just being disrespectful to the monks. Some of them are real cool. You can ask them, hey, can I take a picture? And they'll be like, cool. But you make sure you ask, make sure you're polite and respectful, because monks are held at the highest regard. So don't fuck around with monks unless you want to go to jail. So the last 3 things, and these are very important things. They might seem normal, just common sense, but you'd be surprised how many people don't have common sense, especially when they travel. Be careful of petty crime. I'm not saying it's a super crimey place. It's not like your Rio, Medellin, no disrespect my South American people, and some parts of Europe. But there's a lot of petty crime. Do not leave your phones lying around. You know, beware of pickpockets and stuff like that. Scamming's a lot more bigger, but there's always gonna be petty crime. So just be careful. People might try and scam you left and right, especially if they know you're a tourist. So beware of petty crime and be aware of your surroundings all the time. Also, don't overdrink, because you overdrink. One, if you're out, always know where your drink is. You don't want to get spiked. I'm not wishing that upon you, but you never know. There's some bad people in every part of the world, right? So always be careful. 2, and don't overdrink, right? You don't want to be taken advantage of. You don't want to be scammed, robbed, right? They see you inebriated, you can't walk, you're probably going to be targeted, right? So always be smart, don't overdrink. You don't have to overdrink, or drink a little, go out, have a good time, take your ass home and drink more at wherever you're staying. And now this is a touchy one, because weed is legal now in Thailand. So you can have your joints and stuff like that. You go to, there's loads of cafes, which is crazy, because first time I went to Thailand, that shit was illegal. Now it's legal. So now it's legal, so you go smoke, you know what I mean? But you can smoke here and there, try it out, but do not do it excessively. 1, 2, do not do other drugs. Don't think because weed is legal, you can do cocaine, heroin, all type of crazy other shit. You get caught, you're going to jail for life. And if you think things are tough in Europe, go to jail in Thailand. Yeah. So don't get caught with drugs, man. Drugs still illegal. Weed might be legal, but drugs, other narcotics is not legal. So do not do drugs. Stay away from drugs when you're in these places and these types of places in the world. They'll put your ass in jail fast. All right. So just bear these things in mind. And once you know these things and you can navigate around these things, you're going to love Bangkok. Bangkok's an amazing city. You have to 100% visit. I love the city. My funnest times in Thailand actually is in Bangkok. I have amazing friends there, amazing people, and I just always have a blast in Bangkok. So Bangkok, I definitely will be back. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Support the channel so I can bring you more videos like this, give you recommendations, tips, and most importantly, things that you should not do. It's very important to know these things ahead of time, so when you come to the country, you arrive in the country, you know how to navigate and get around the countries pain-free in a sense. So till next time, peace.